Hi friends, I know it's been a really long time. I can sum it up by telling you that my health and things with my family became all-consuming priorities. So everything seems to be in a calm, good place now. So let's get back to planning. I, as you can see, wanted to do a Jetpens haul for you today. What I've been doing the past few years is I'm only shopping for my planning stuff in what I call planner Christmas time, which, as we all know, starts about September. And then throughout the year, I'll just buy a few random things that I run out, or if something, really awesome comes out. What I've learned, whether fortunately or unfortunately, with especially the Japanese type of planner companies, is if I see something and I really, really like it, I do need to buy it, because I've waited for things until the next year and they're not there. So you'll see most of this stuff I'm not planning on using right away, but that's okay because I'd rather own it. Let's go ahead and start with pens and pen cases, which if you followed me for way back when, you know that I am completely obsessed with pens. But look at this. I'm so proud of myself. I only bought 4 pens from Jetpens. That's probably a record for me. I did get this case. Let's start with the case. It's Kikuyo brand. This is their tray case, and this is the larger size. I've had the smaller size for, I don't know, probably over a decade at this point, but I've been meaning to get the larger size, and I finally did this year. It's got a really nice kind of like grayish blue interior. It's got 2 pockets that you can put, lead or erasers or little sticky notes or whatever in it. And then it just opens up with, your pens. So it's really awesome. I'll show you it fits, you can fit a lot of stuff in here. The zipper is not a double zipper, in case you're wondering. And this does snap off, so if you want to put it around your bag, you can do that. All right, let's get to the pens. So I only bought the Pilot Juice Ups this year. I do have one, I believe, in gold, and I really liked the pen. If you're not aware, the Pilot Juice is, one of their, I guess, most popular lines. The Juice Up is not the juice. I know you're like, we understand. But what I mean is it doesn't really resemble it that much. The Juice Up is supposed to be much darker, much bolder than the regular juice pens. So that's why I ended up buying these, because I wanted to try them. These are just the singles in 0.4 and 0.5, as you can see. And I bought both of these in the glossy black. So it's supposed to have a little bit of a shimmer to it. And I can't see much, which is completely fine, but I'll show you in just a minute. I did swatch them because since I'm so out of practice, I've done this a couple times already. And then these are their Juice Up multi-pens. They're 0.4 only. I don't believe they come in bigger or smaller sizes than the 0.4. 0.4 seems to be like their signature size. And then I got the 3 and the 4, so black, blue, red standard, and then this one has the green, which, if you remember, I love not just pens, but I love multi-pens as well. So what was I going to show you on here? I don't know, so let's move on. Okay, then with stickers and sticky notes, again, I'm so proud of myself. I only bought 2. So these sticky notes are from, I don't know how you say it, Swatelier. They have a whole bunch of different sticky notes and accessories and stuff, but I only bought this one. They did have a monthly that had 2 separate ones in here, but I really thought that was going to be too small. So I just bought this one because I always need a little monthly for habit tracking and, things like that. And then I will show you that this fits. There's plenty of room in here, so you could see how much fits in there. And then I also got the Stalogy, what do they call these? I think they're, well, they call them the masking tape patches, but they're just, circle stickers. I was thinking they're transparent, but maybe they aren't. It's been a while since I've used them. So this is another thing where I think I missed out on this because I am only shopping once a year. They usually come in, this is 8mm size, and they usually come in 5mm, no, smaller than that, 3mm, I believe. And then a larger one, which I think is about somewhere 10 to 12. I like the medium size and the small size, and so that's what I've bought in the past of all their different color variety packs. But unfortunately, these were the only ones available. So it's silver, gold, bronze, and I missed out on the smaller ones, which are actually my favorite size because those will fit anywhere. These will only fit in, you know, some of my bigger planners. But that's okay because I really like these. I did look around on some other sites and I can't find the smaller ones, so I'm just going to have to be okay with just having the medium size. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So those fit in there as well, really nicely. And then, well, because these are in here, it doesn't zip up, but you could have smaller sticky notes. Okay, so there's that. That wasn't very much, was it? Then here, the rest of these are notebooks and planners. And what I have kind of put limits on myself with planners is I, like a lot of people, have just bought way too much in the past. And so what I'm trying to do these past few years is just buy either blank notebooks or undated planners. So let's start with Travelers Company. I literally only bought one thing from them. Their stickers, when I ordered their yearly stickers, had not come out yet, so I'll probably end up getting those at some point. This is one of their anniversary limited edition kind of things. I believe it's their 15th anniversary, and I think it was last year because I bought quite a few of them last year. This year I only just bought the one, so I don't know if it's just they still had these in stock or if they're going to keep these in their regular line. But this is the washable paper. They also have like sticker paper and just, you know, a whole bunch of other things. The washable paper, if you don't know, if it gets wet, it doesn't disintegrate, so you can use it outdoors. We're going to be planning a cruise, and so I figured I might take this with my traveler's notebook on there. And just to give you an idea of the size, the tray is just a little bit smaller, both in width and height. So that gives you an idea on how big the tray is. Then these planners I bought, and I found these last year. These are the Luddite brand Function Pro notebooks, and they come in 5 different layouts. And let's just go ahead and start with this one, the daily. I bought 2 because I believe the 176 means that's how many pages it is. I just remember that I knew that 1 wasn't enough. And this is what the layout looks like. I don't know if that's going to focus because it's really hard to see, but it's just got a whole bunch of lines right there and then a little notes section on there. I can't remember. Actually, let's just open it up, shall we? I can't remember if that's a daily, an hourly layout. Yep, it is. Hourly layout. And then all of this is just probably 2mm grid, which I really like. And then it's the same way all the way through. So I don't believe any of the Luddite brand planners has extra note pages in the back, which is fine by me. So I did buy the A5 last year, and it looks like this year only the B6 is available because it appears that they are being discontinued. So that's kind of a bummer. It is Tomoe TRP, Tomoe River paper, and it's 52 GSM, which is, of course, I'm all over that because it's such a good paper. And, you know, let's be honest, at this point, I think me, like a lot of you, I'm only buying really good paper. Like, I just don't even have time for the other paper. So most of mine is going to be Japanese, and you can see a little bit is going to be the German, the Leuchtturm. Okay, the next one is the Kikuyo brand, which is actually the same brand as the tray. I've been wanting to buy some of these campus study planners for a while, like years, and I just never have. So these things this line appears to be available all the time. but I bought the 2 weeks because sometimes you just want to see more at a time, you know? And so this one, it is set up for students. So it says subject, topic, and then it's got your 7 days, and it's got 10 lines down. And then you have this space and a little note section. So yeah, I think if you use it for 2 weeks, this might be enough. I can't remember how many pages this has. But yeah, I'm excited about that. That's also, this is an A5. And the rest are all A5s, which is kind of my go-to size. This is a line that I found this year, and these are, let me look at my list. Laconic brand. Now, unfortunately, when I ordered mine, they only had these 3 available. I think there are 4 more, and I will eventually get those because I think these are so great. I like that they, like this one has a little spine, which is fine, but maybe, you know, doesn't work quite as well. I think it would work well in a traveler's notebook, but these would definitely work a lot better. This is the spreadsheet layout, and that's literally what it looks like. So it's not a monthly because it's 10 across and 6 down. So I guess, you know, you could use it for monthly if you wanted to and just have, you know, extra space to write, but that's literally what it is, the whole thing. And then their monthly is the same. Nice layout. Sundays are in, looks like a tan color. I think this does have note pages in the back. Yeah. This might be 6mm grid. So this one has quite a few. I'm going to, let's just say about 20 or so extra pages in the back. And I can't remember how many monthlies, but it's at least, I think it's at least 2 years in here. And then the weekly is just a few pages of grid in the back. And then it's the vertical layout. It is a full 24-hour clock. It's got 3 boxes on the bottom. And it does have a pretty generous space for notes, which I appreciate because sometimes, you know, they give you a super skinny column and you're like, I can literally fit 1 word in there. Then it just says month and then the days across. So I think these are really great finds. So I got 2 of those because 1 weekly was not enough. I think it says 36, and I think that's because it makes sense that that would be how many pages that are in there. Okay, let me get organized and move on to the next. Okay, Stalogy. Stalogy is another brand that I really, really like. And I do like their classic layout, which is just the 24 hours on the side, and then you've got the month and the date that you can circle with the smaller grid. This looks a little bit bigger. Is it 3mm? A little bit bigger than the other one I just showed you. And apparently what they've been doing the past, at least, I think last year's when they started, unless I missed it, is they come out with limited edition colors. So I actually have last year's handy with me. So it's like a darker green, gray, and then a darker blue. And then this one for this year is Leaf, which is, it's not quite a spring green, it's really pretty. This one is Cream, which looks pale yellow. And then Beige, which to me looks taupe. So, but I'm excited to use those. Again, I'm just buying these because I just learned I gotta buy things when they become available. Bullet journal. This is the only, yeah, I'm looking, non-Asian thing in my lineup, or in my haul, I should say. The bullet journal, I do have the other colors, which are, I think they call it emerald, cobalt, and black. And then this is just a really pale pink. I don't know what's gotten over me in the past few years, but I've been really gravitating towards rose gold and a really like taupey or a light kind of pink. So I wanted to get this because, again, I don't know if this is I don't think it's a limited edition color because I've seen this for a few years, but I didn't want to miss out on it. So I did buy that. And Leuchtturm paper is also really awesome. Okay, the last thing is Midori paper. I've really gotten into Midori paper. They're just so amazing. And if you're not aware, they can fold. It's going to be hard because it covers them, but they can fold in on themselves. that's what they're made to do. This is made to be like because everyone in Japan like commutes on, what is it, trains or something. So I just love that so much. And I don't know if this is a new layout for this year, because when they had their anniversary, I think it was their 10th anniversary, they did have a whole bunch of different new layouts. And I didn't remember seeing this one, so I don't know if it's part of their standard line or what, if it just came out this year. But it's divided into 4. And I really love that layout. There's so many things you can do with it. You can do like scripture study, or what I was kind of thinking too is doing the Eisenhower method, which you have, you know, your priorities and things that are not as important. So this, if you used it for just a week, the one notebook would definitely be enough, but I was thinking about using it every single day. So I did end up with 4 of the same complete layout, and I have no regrets. None whatsoever. Okay, this is pretty good. So I hope you're all doing well and your planning's going well. I hope to do a lot more videos in the future. I do have one other place that I buy from, and that's Amazon. So Jetpens and Amazon are my 2 big places that I buy from. I really don't buy from anywhere else. So if those 2 places don't have it, I kind of figure I don't need it, which may or may not be true. But anyway, my Amazon stuff, I do have some things coming from Japan. Surprise, surprise, right? And I think the last one that gets here is in like 2 weeks. So I'll do my Amazon haul then, and I'm hoping to do more videos between now and then. All right, take care.